G'day mate, Christmas Eve. Neo-tec NH8120 is my second take trying to say this, so keep mucking out the numbers. But it's a clone of a Husqvarna 3120. So I'll show you how to do the port work while I've done this thing. And yeah, Merry Christmas for tomorrow, guys. When dry paper, I've used 800, 400 and 80 grit in that, and 1200. So you can have that. I thought I'd show you the tools I use. Make port work happen. So I've used both big and small grind-up ends, so I can do that one there. I'll put the paper through that. It's a butterfly out of a Tilson carby. I'll polish up with that. The bits I use is polishing bit, long reach bit, so going deep in the transfers. And all the other bits I use to finish it off. I have to have both of them to make the chokes work. Being a diamond cutter, a diamond cutter then it draws you, I think. Anyway, I'll show you, and a small polisher too. I need that too to polish up. I'll show you what the end result is. It's Christmas afternoon, so Christmas Eve, I should say. Yeah, Christmas Eve. Now, with these particular saws from Neo-tec, you see the exhaust. I'll give you a light the right way. Now the exhaust itself, see the ends are curved. Before they're not, so you see that a bit better. Try to get the lights right. So you see the to the right there, the end of the exhaust port is actually curved now, and the left hand side, yeah, so it's curved now. See, before they were square, so they were almost straight. Come to me out. So they were straight, almost like that on both sides. Now, I've curved them simply because the air flows better. So I took a tiny little bit off the roof, hardly anything at all, just to make sure there's a nice arch on the roof. That nice arch there. That arch, yeah, there you go. So it's a nice arch. And I opened up the side, the exhaust up either side. But apart from that, I haven't gone too much in the roof at all. I just kissed it, so it's just a nice, more of an airflow. The outside edge here, you haven't touched it at all. So all you do is open up sideways a little bit, and you keep all the power, because I'm not going up. If you go up, you lose power. You might gain revs, but yeah, you lose torque. So I go sideways first on these particular saws, because I want these to have torque, because they're a big saw. The transfers, open the upper like that, and you gotta be careful. There's not much meat. Trying to be in. There's not much meat on the upper here, so you can go in nice and neat like that. But if you start feeling this bit here with your fingers, it's not much metal there at all. But you can do it. That just be warned, don't go too hard. Always check. Same as that side just there. It's quite thin too. But check it. Check it. But you keep your fingers like that. Other side's the same. I cleaned her up and all that. I just got a brake cleaner now and get it ready to put it back together. And the inlet, I've taken a bit more off the floor of that. Well, it's hardly the light right. I've taken a bit off the floor of this particular, it's intake time here. Intake timing. So it will be now 76 degrees on that. See that side. So I've only gone down this, I haven't gone wider. I've put a couple of Mickey Mouse ears in there, you see that? Let's torch. But yeah, so it will breathe. We call it cat tongue, the whole thing, so it's rough. So atomize there, but make sure you blow out this pipe here, this tube. Make sure it gets a good flow. I think mine was blocked up a little bit with the casting. I think it just didn't feel right. So I mucked around with that. I even put a drill bit through this bit here. Just my fingers, it's twisted with a drill bit, and I blew that and make sure it breathes. To make sure she does do right. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So there'll be Saul's piston for his saw here. Now the whole thing is now to put it back together and let it sit, so they'll be back together Christmas Day probably. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So this now will breathe and then we'll fly this thing. Oh, and also the upper transfers on this particular saw. Yeah, how can I film this? Pointer. Screwdriver. Now this is the flywheel side. Here was not the same as one on the PTO side. It was more like about there, and I tried to look at this thing like that, and it wasn't matching up, so this one here was too far back towards the exhaust. So I matched them, so I want to make sure they flow the same. I've taken the house, I'm putting the water and the kitchen sink and water flood, these, they both match. And I put a little bit of a snake tail on the nice upper transfer, so just here, open up slightly earlier, only slightly, I use that bit there. So I've just notched a tiny little bit here, and I'm talking about, maybe 1/4 degrees, but just there, I've notched it so it goes, that opens up first, which will give me fuel and air towards the garbage straight away. But they're both even now, so I'm happy with that. But that was the only real mistake I found with this. The chrome was lifting here on that when I first pulled the thing apart. I've chamfered all that along that, so I won't worry it now. Now I've got to wipe it out, clean it up, and paper towel, brake cleaner, and put it back together and see what numbers really are. So I'll do a review of that, but I'm just happy, guys. This is now poured, so Paul will be happy for Christmas time. I'll put this on the video and show Paul, so Paul can have a look. But this is one he saw. I've got a second one of these to do, and I'll do it the same way. But just showing you guys what you can do and what you can't do. But this is just a hot. It's not hot, so it's just for doing millwork. I opened up the piston just try a bit. So what I've done is on this piston, so it's still got strength. I'll take a bit of the edge on this side, a bit of the roof on both sides, a bit of the roof there, and on the edge through here. But towards the middle where the garden pin sits, I didn't touch it at all. I just make sure she flows. And if you look down in piston itself, you see a little mark, so little mark there, little mark just there. So they're all the same. They should flow the same. See, your witness marks. Just pay attention to your witness marks. So as you look at the piston, it'll flow. Look at that flow. So they're a little bit bigger than what they were, but say 10-15% bigger than what they were. Already pretty good. Neo-tec is known to have big pistons, normally big winded on the piston. But I'm happy with that. Cleaned her up, and now I'll cut those pins for the gudgeon pin and make sure they're small. So I'll be cutting their piggy tail off. I'll be cutting the piggy tail off that and make it really small, just big enough to put the pliers, these pliers, jewelry pliers, onto, put that on off onto the piston. So where is she? Just big enough so I grab the piggy tail, I need about 2 mils, and put that on the piston. That way when we snap, because I've had one of these piggy tails snap off, and I was not happy. But anyway, that's it. That's what's going on, guys. So yeah, Merry Christmas tomorrow. Anyway, over and out, guys. Over and out.